Hello, everyone. This is Roshonda Buchanan, founder of 2Unique magazine publication. We highlight celebrities and leaders that give back to the community. We have here with us Miss Beth Griffith Manley. Beth she has her own record label, Anise Records, and we are going to give a brief background of who she is. So just want to let you know that she is a background vocalist for over 10 years for Anita Baker and KEM. Beth founded her own label to release her own music. The label's first release was a promotional EP in September 2016, followed by a single titled Pillow Talk in January of 2017. The label's first album, Free, followed quickly in August of 2017, which included the R&B classic, I Just Wanna Be Your Girl, originally released by Chapter 8, featuring Anita Baker, written and produced by Michael J. Powell. In December 2017, the single All I Want Is You for Christmas was released and featured in a TV One holiday movie, Merry Wishmas, starring David and Tamela Mann. In October 2018, a dance single was released titled PKOT, Perfect Kind of Trouble. And in 2019, Beth then went to compete on NBC's The Voice season 16 and was unable to release any original music while competing on the show. However, in May 2020, in collaboration with Dovingo Music, the single and Fuel music video, You Already Won, was released. So the next scheduled release was in this holiday 2020, and a new single titled Christmas Lullaby, Oh Holy Night. Welcome, Bethany. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And you can just call me Beth, because I got this hyphenated last name and the tongue twister, got to spit all over it. Just call me Beth.
Yes. So congratulations on all of your continued success to expand your musical horizons. You're trailblazing the way for so many artists and songwriters, and we're so glad to have you. What has been, or what has your experience been like coming from a father who was the legendary group of the Funk Brothers, Johnny Griffith?
You know, I always had music around me. Music is a natural thing for me to do. And my parents, even though my father was a funk brother, my mother was an educator, they didn't really want me to go into the business. So it's just something natural for me to do. I couldn't see myself, well, let me say this. There are other things that I could have seen myself do, but naturally migrated to the music. So it's just been a natural thing, a natural progression for me to continue to work and put music out and grow and to just do musical and creative things. So it feels totally natural for me to do.
Awesome. Yes, love that. So what are some of the best moments you remember, and who were the artists you were working with?
I think my favorite top 10 is being the stand-in and body double for Whitney Houston when she filmed Sparkle. So even though that was not music related, it kind of was music related because she's my absolute favorite singer of all time. So to be able to work with her, even in the acting capacity, it was great. That was first. I would say second was being able to travel and tour with Anita Baker. It was incredible. This woman has won 8 Grammys. She's internationally known. She sells out every concert. So me to be able to tour with her, watch her, study her, and I consider myself being at that time under her tutelage. I didn't even know it at the time, but watching her work, that was probably the second greatest thing. And being with those two iconic people, there's more. I don't even want to it almost sounds like I'm name dropping, but these are really true moments in my life. And sometimes I go, oh my God, pinch me. These are crazy moments. So Whitney would be first, because first, I never thought I would ever meet my absolute favorite singer. Yeah. And the crazy thing was she was filming the movie in Detroit, like walking distance from my house. So I was like, God, just like that alone was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Then you get booked to work with this multi-platinum Grammy Award winning singer, Anita Baker, and you get to tour with her and watch her every night, having no idea that one day you're going to be a solo artist, and then you can pull from everything, you know? Third was being able to meet Aretha Franklin and talk to her. And my father worked with her many, many moons ago, right?
Wow.
And he used to tell me stories about working with her. And I'm like, oh, Daddy, you ain't working with Aretha Franklin, you know? And he'd be like, I did work with Aretha. And then I meet her and I tell her I'm Johnny's daughter. And she goes, oh, yo, Daddy, I loved your dad. Do you know your daddy was my first keyboard player? And I'm like, oh, you like remember my dad? So I would say that was 3. And I think 4, me putting myself first and taking a chance on me to do something I've always wanted to do, but been afraid to do, and to watch it blossom and grow.
Oh,
so I would see that. So those are my top. We don't have to do a top 5 because that's enough.
Yes, yes.
My top 4.
Legendary.
Yeah. There's more. Like there's more. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a moment with Patti LaBelle. I've got a chance to meet Charlie Wilson. Wow. Joe, he's my favorite singer. It's just God has been so good to me.
Yes.
To let me meet my favorite people.
Yes.
To be in creative spaces with these people, or to have moments with them. So yeah, I love it. Crazy.
So if you could travel back in time, what would you do differently?
If I could travel back in time, what I would do differently would be to trust myself and believe in myself way earlier. We have things that are in us that we don't use.
Oh.
And then when sometimes you realize it, then you're racing against the clock, you know?
Yes.
Because you want to hurry up and accomplish, I got to accomplish all my dreams and goals. And you should have been doing it.
Wow.
So I would have started everything that I'm doing now much earlier.
I love that. That is so true. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Yes. What inspired the album Free?
What honestly inspired the album Free was me being a background singer for so long, and the singers decide they want to take off and have a break and go on a world vacation, and I'm sitting at home trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay my bills. Wow. That's the honest answer. And I said, I can do what they're doing. Now it's gonna take some work. It's going to take some growth. It's going to take some push. I may not ever be as big as they are. But one thing is I can put my own music out and try to navigate and set a tone for my own life and my own career. And when you take an initiative for yourself, people start to take you more seriously.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they take you seriously because you do background and you get to work with all these stars, and that's great. But then when you say, I too have my own project, that means a lot. So that's really what initiated it. Me wanting to have control of my schedule. So now, whatever artists I work with, when they want to take off, I can fit them into my schedule. Yes. As opposed to me being fit into theirs.
I love it. Love it. So inform the 2Unique magazine viewers why it is so important to give back to the community, and share a few highlights on how you are giving back.
It is always important to give back because there's always somebody who needs help. And every level that we are at in our lives, there's somebody who's at a level trying to get where you are. So it is your obligation as a person to always, as they say, this is cliche, but reach one, teach one. You have to do that. You have to help people. There are people who want to do great things and they really just have nobody to help them or to motivate them. There are some people that have fallen on hard times and they just need help. So giving back can be done in many different ways. Sometimes you have to be creative how you give back, and then sometimes you can follow the path that's already been given to give back. And what I try to do in terms of giving back and is every year, you know, if there's something that somebody needs me to help or to perform at, and they really don't have a budget, we'll pick a couple selected things that I'll participate in so that I can be active in the community.
I love that. Awesome.
Thank you.
There are so many young people who are saturating the music industry. What key elements, in your opinion, are missing in entertainment that we experience in today's culture?
Keeping your clothes on. Now, don't get me wrong.
No, I got you.
I'll rock a little, some little Daisy Duke shorts, and I'll give a little something to look at, but tastefully.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's lacking integrity.
Yes.
You can be sexy, you can be voluptuous, you can be beautiful, but have integrity while you do it.
That's
and
right.
I think that's what's lacking, the integrity and the real music and the utilization of real musicians, because everything is programmed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I always say that man still gonna want you if you got the dress down to your knees. So
yes. Yeah, that's it.
So what projects are you currently working on now?
A couple. So in March, I released a single called Got Next with Swifty McVeigh. And he's from the legendary group D12 that's from Eminem's camp. So we did this song called Got Next. It was a lot of fun. It's just a funky R&B song. And I had a lot of fun because I actually had a rapper on my record. So that was something out of the box for me. I love West Coast funk and I love funk music and R&B. And actually, if you listen to my first album, it's really chilled, it's laid back. And I wanted something with a little more edge. So we're still, promoting that song. My Christmas single will be out in November. And then next month, which is maybe 2 weeks away, I have a children's book that is coming out. So I'm going into the author lane, and it's called I'm Beautiful Inside and Out. I can't wait till that book comes out. It's an easy read, and it just talks about, and we're releasing that in October for Anti-Bullying Month. And it's just an easy read to tell children, because, for kids, to love yourself and believe in yourself. And I think one thing that we didn't know as kids is that you have to grow into yourself. Everybody looked funny when we was young. We was 6, 7, and 8 years old. You know how like older people would say, "Oh, she got to grow into her teeth, or she got to grow into her head or her eyes." Everything was growing weird. Your eyes big, your teeth big, but your head little, and all this. And kids don't know that.
Yes.
And this book is about loving yourself, even though you're not that shining star that you aspire to be, but you'll get there.
Yes.
And it's just talking about kids being, teased and bullied, because I was teased and bullied as a kid. And, but bullying wasn't that thing that it is now. You will go home and say, "Mama, they mess with me." They said, "Girl, don't, they be all right." And we said, okay. And our parents would talk to us, or our grandparents or our brothers and sisters would talk to us and tell us, let them run their mouth as long as they don't put their hands on you.
That's right.
Y'all remember that,
That's
right?
Right. Yes.
So now it's turned into this whole other thing. But I want kids to know that they can grow and blossom into something beautiful. You just have to let life have its process.
Yes.
And I can't wait till that comes out. And then I have a second album that's done, and it'll be out in the first quarter of 2022. So I'm excited about that.
Yay. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. And to speak on that, or give a little feedback on what you were referring to when you were talking about those youth growing into themselves. It's a lot of peer pressure now. So I think about, hey, is it technology? Is it that we had maybe a thicker skin than what, teens are dealing with now, trying to figure.
We didn't have.
Yes, we did not have internet. We
was ugly and all the other kids was ugly.
That's right.
Now with the internet, they're dressing kids up and dialing them up, and the girls are getting enhancements. So the little kids, they're seeing stuff. We didn't see that.
Yes.
When we got grown, we was just grown. Now, and we didn't have anything to compare it to. Some of the people on TV, or our older brothers and sisters, and we would look and say, "Oh, when I get grown up, I'm gonna do that." But that's all we had. Yes. Now these kids are inundated with the internet and pictures and how they think they should look, and people are medically enhancing their children. It's a whole nother thing now,
yes, that is so true.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like the viewers to know that we didn't cover? So, you know, any little thing that, you know, about you.
I would say to believe in yourself and trust the process.
Yes.
You know, sometimes the process doesn't seem like it's ever going to be over or it's ever going to start, you know. Trust the process, and whatever it is that you want to do, whatever, you know, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a judge, you want to be a singer, you want to own your own record label, you want to be a dancer. Make sure you surround yourself with people that are supportive, and make sure you research what it is that you want to do and find out the truth about it, and don't just look on Instagram and think you know the business. And also surround yourself with people who are successful.
Yes.
Don't just always hang with your friends because they're your friends, that's your boy, that's your girl. If your boy and your girl ain't doing nothing, you need to get another crowd. You know, they always say if you're the smartest person in the room, you need to leave the room. Yes. You need to surround yourself around people who are going in the same direction that you're going in, and try to be an apprentice. You know, try to study with somebody so that you can learn. If you do those things for whatever it is you want to do, you'll be successful.
Yes, yes.
And don't quit, and don't think it comes overnight, you know. Like that goes back to trusting the process.
Yes, yes. You just described our program, Find Your Design. And that's what it is about, finding your God-given talents and finding those mentors to help mold and groom you. So I love it. Thank you so much for your time. It was such a joy to speak with you. And I really hope we get to work together, you know, in the future.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would love that. You know, if there's anything you want me to do, you reach out to Ron, he'll get it to me. And I would truly, truly enjoy that. I love connecting and working with other people. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Mwah. Be blessed.
Thank you. I see we both got the white fingernails too, though.
Yeah. It's I have an ombre. It's blue and pinkish. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Closely made.
Yeah. I'm a creature of habit. I get the white and just stick with white because it goes with everything.
I'm gonna have to try that. Never tried the white before. Well, you have a good one, and thank you again.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Okay, bye.